There we go. Okay. Hello, gamers. This is Dish, and I am going to be joining Frog Prog. It is a friend of mine's, a Prog team in one of the guilds I'm in. A friend of mine, things like that. They're down a person and need some help, so I will be helping them with that tonight. Should be starting soon. I'm a little late because I was driving when they asked me if I could help. Double checking some things.
So just look for anything and see what we get, and then shuffle rolls based on whatever we get.
I think that's fair.
I'll log in then when we figure it out.
Okay. I'm guessing it's gonna be tank because I feel like it's the least likely. But who
I was
knows?
about to freak out for a second. My shift key wasn't wanting. It was stuck for a second there. I had to pop it out and clean the crud out of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, shift is like a very important thing for me. So I was like, I cannot have this not work.
And eating too many chips next to your keyboard.
No, it's more like probably spilled some kind of drink on it, to be honest. Because it was sticky.
Is that a normal thing?
What?
You spilling stuff all over your keyboard?
No.
I prefer my keys with a little bit of stick. If I can't push down really hard, then I don't. It's not a satisfying click, you know.
I got Amy.
Yay, Amy!
I don't know who it's Amy.
She's subbed for us before.
I don't think you were there the most recent night she subbed for us, though. Night.
You might have been the person that they were subbing for.
Are they a DPS?
I asked. I haven't gotten a response yet.
Is it a full Ravagers run?
Yeah, we're starting at the start.
Who's the other tank?
She said tank. She'll tank with me, it sounds like. So
Okay. What's our range? What's
technically,
our DPS looking like?
we've got a power attack, a sage, which is absolutely beautiful to have two sages, and then merc, healer, and an operative. And Knight, are you still DPSing or are you planning to heal?
I'm in DPS spec, but all I have to do is change my loadout. I have all the gear and stuff. I can heal or I can DPS.
I can probably solo for the first couple bosses.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
don't forget, I'm not gonna wear any tank gear for the first couple bosses.
Well, the first boss really isn't that difficult.
Just be right back, grabbing something quick.
Hey, I don't care. Whatever you want to do. I'm just along for the ride.
If people are taking too much damage and we wipe, I can always swap for the next bowl too. Like I can do it on the fly.
I guess the ultimate question is do you want to heal Master Blaster or do you want to displace that responsibility onto Tish?
Oh,
I mean, I haven't healed it, but I don't. There's nothing special about healing it, is there? Except where to stand
and like,
and mean,
pump the
Depending
tank.
on
Yeah,
how bad people are
nothing
doing
special.
positionally, it might be
I mean, here's the thing.
harder to heal.
Technically, the tanks should be the ones that are taking most of the damage because your DPS should be rolling cooldowns.
Should be, but that doesn't
Don't
always
worry.
happen. Now hold on, but let's think about this. There's no enrage for Master Blaster, so if things really got bad, you could technically run a third healer and just have a longer burn. Which was kind of my plan if we only get 8 people next week and do a learning run.
I'm trying to decide if I'm Mara or Sniper.
Well, we do
Dude,
have 2 ranged already, so
Yeah,
Mara
well.
is
If you
viable.
go Mara, you can help heal.
yeah. Plus,
And
there's the that pred on the for the red.
That was the only reason I
Whatever it
was
is.
thinking of Mara.
I mean, that's why I started playing Mara. Is when we started playing.
It was
We
this.
were Prog and Master Blaster, and I learned Mara just for that fight.
What I should do is play Fury and just be a jerk and obliterate myself in the middle all the time.
No, because that'll blow up everyone else.
You should only play Fury on Revan.
Right into the core.
Yep.
Oh, Fury and the Guardian spec with the little leap in rotation. Guardian Juggernaut spec.
The
Rage.
obliterate.
Yeah, the obliterate that hops you forward a little bit and always kills you.
Mm-hmm.
I've died with those specs in.
You had to go
Story
pub
mode.
side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on pub side.
Are we is Vera sub? We're just ditching them, I assume.
Well, they were not home.
Yeah.
So I messaged them and they asked what time raid was because I was like, "What tune will you be on?" And they're like, "I had something come up. I might not be home in time." And I was like, "It's actually starting like right now." Ooh, a shadow. I could be a super duper jerk to the healers and not wear any tank gear on Blaster.
We only have one healer, so you would just be a super duper jerk to me.
Well, for Master Blaster, someone's going healer to heal
Well,
with
for
you.
right now, I mean.
She's talking about
Oh, no.
Blaster.
Just know for sure that I'm absolutely not gonna wear any tank gear on the first 3 bosses. I'm gonna wear a shield.
I 100% think I'm going to end up murdering myself on Torque.
Oh, like in fire?
That I don't like melee and Torque.
By the way, for anyone who has a tune that you haven't brought here, don't forget the story mission is at this box.
I probably need to grab that.
And you're assuming we're gonna win.
I believe us.
Ish, your
My
mic is
Annie Hills will carry you to the victory.
Yes, your microphone is sounds like it's getting dropped down a blender.
Who, me?
yes.
Yeah.
But it's only sometimes. I think you might
That's
have
because
just
I was
been,
I was looking away. I also I garbled something
did
when
you
I
bump
said
it?
something. No. I was looking away when I said something. I also one of the times like had something in my mouth when I talked, and then I've also been eating. So, like, yeah, anything that's going on, as long as I'm good, like now, I should be fine.
It sounds okay at the moment.
Yeah, then that's fine because I'm actually looking at my mic. All the other times you probably were, my head was probably like this, turned away, talking, or I had something in front of my mouth.
Oh wait, let me
Hmm.
share the mission again, just in case.
I have no idea what that was.
Oh, it's doing it again. But next question is, do we want to stack the ads inside of the red ring, which maybe sounds like a bad idea since we only have one healer, or do we want to drag them out as per the mechanic? Any
Drag him out.
preferences?
That's my
Okay.
vote.
If
Okay,
you're only
so
doing
then,
one heal, probably.
then Amy, you're gonna want to hold Sparky over there because the ads all typically spawn on this side of the arena. I'll try to pick them up as they come in, but no guarantees. So if everyone else could, like kind of make sure you're near the boss and not hanging way far out,
No.
would be nice.
I'm gonna range on a melee.
Yeah. Just so
You
that way
can't
if
make
the
me. I will be vicious throwing
that-
and saber throw, and that's it.
just that way if the ads pick like a random person to go to, they're not way far away from the boss. We want to stay in range of the healer. You can shroud the shoulder throw if you don't want to have to spin Sparky. But if you do have to spin Sparky, no problem. For everyone else, just as a heads up, Sparky does do a throw over her shoulder and the tank gets tossed backwards. So sometimes, if you're a juggernaut like me, I would have to spin her so that I get knocked into the wall. But we have a shadow. I have no idea if Shroud is up enough for
Like, maybe because of only because it gets ticked down.
yeah, I mean I don't know. I don't
I've
usually
never done
shadow
it.
this fight, so
I wonder if your stealth out shroud would work.
as long as you taunted back, but I don't know because it may cancel the cast.
Yeah.
I will need probably at least one person to help with ads and probably arranged.
All right.
I am ready.
Okay. Do you want me to do a countdown for you, Amy? Okay, pulling in 3, 2, 1. Ooh.
Danny, quit pulling off.
I even stepped out. I'll get that ad in a second. Do you have a single target up? I'm gonna AoE taunt the little ads. Okay. Boy, little pirate still not gonna give up the ghosts on you. I guess I should have mentioned I forgot to mention the red thing. If you get a red reticle on you, it's definitely ideal to
Alright.
DC
You might turn him around if you're not
yeah.
gonna shroud, because he just body slammed you. So the next thing will be shoulder throw. Yeah.
Whenever she's doing brutalize, make sure that you're pumping DPS so that our tank doesn't die.
Gosh, dang it.
This is the brutalize. Oh no, that was fast.
Body slam. Turn her around.
That's
The next one will be a shoulder throw.
Whoop.
Nice.
mic is killing me.
And apologize some I don't have any great DCDs at the moment.
It's all right. I probably should have asked which tune is whose ahead of time.
Oh, Amy is on Lorio. I probably butchered that. You guys can stack on boss now. Everybody stack on boss, even range, because the ring is gone and we want these ads to come in on the boss. If you've got a single up, I am gonna AoE.
Nope. It's okay, he's dead. Oh! I've been hit! Okay.
Okay,
I should
so
probably
I
turn on
know
bars.
I am in the right position for me. What and tanks are
Lorio and Rumi are,
that's what I thought. Okay, so they're in the right
yeah.
spots. Which which one are you on?
Me?
Annie?
I'm
Yeah,
Rumi.
I like that.
Okay. So I thought.
I'm gonna eat while y'all clear trash.
That's fine.
Should leave your mic on to make it annoying.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
I don't know what's
definitely is
happening.
challenging.
I fell. So the great thing about being on pub side and playing a defense guardian is that apparently no one plays a defense guardian and takes DPS seriously. So I have a probably pretty good shot of getting a great parse.
You going for top parse? Weird.
I know, right?
I fell
Unheard
off,
of!
so way behind. I apologize.
Guess who's not getting as many heals as they should?
Hey, I need a lot of healing on the next boss, okay? Your heal parse is going to be really fantastic.
I
That's-
expect all of you to use DCDs, so my heal parse is not fantastic.
I don't know what that is.
It's like still doing that sound.
Huh?
It just, your microphone like 10 seconds ago, it just did that sound again.
Well, I have a dog who
Oh, we don't
Shakes
need
her-
to lost this.
shakes her collar, and I'm also eating, so I don't know
Thought
what,
you
what
said
kind of sound.
You have a dog like it's eating your microphone or something.
No, that's shaking her collar.
It's almost like your microphone is rubbing up on something.
Like some
Oh,
fabric.
I know. Fixed it. I have a pop filter.
A pop.
Pop filter. Oh, I almost fell. Woo, boy.
Are you a podcaster, Tish? No, you're a streamer.
Yeah. I
right.
almost fell. That was close.
No, Danny doesn't
Actually,
laugh.
everyone losses that. I don't loss anything in here because there's actually very few number of ranged ads, so there's just no point
So
in
much
lossing. It's
melee.
actually a
Worse.
DPS loss.
Actually,
Wait, let me see
it
if I can
just
fix
groups
this.
them up so you can AoE everything down faster. It's not for the ranged ads. It's so they all group up so you can just kill them all
No, they
faster.
group up
Automatically.
faster when you don't do like lossing. It's faster to not loss.
Tell your dog
Okay.
to settle down.
So
Ow.
for this fight, Bulo swaps between the top two people who have the most threat, which obviously is ideally the tanks. So like for example, where he's standing now, tanks might be standing kind of like this, right? Aiming him away from the middle is what we're basically always going to do. We're going to be aiming him always towards the outside. So if the boss was over here, for example, on the heal marker, as a DPS player or a healer, you would not want to be between the boss and the outside part of the arena because the tanks will be always aiming him to the outside. So if you die to cleave,
It's on you.
it's probably on you. But he does obviously port around the room. So there's going to be a time where he might port, and then the tanks are in the process of trying to get to him, and he may do a conal across the stage. So when he ports, that's probably a good time to, maybe pop a DCD. Um, so the barrels, they do become active during this fight, and so the mechanic would normally be when the pirates spawn, someone would pick up a barrel to which they are attracted because I'm assuming that there is
Drunken.
liquor in these.
Yep.
Um, and there's like someone will be targeted with like a random purple ring that will stay on the ground, and so like the person who had the barrel would then try to kite the ads through that purple ring because it kills them. That's boring. We're not going to do that because we like parses. So
Mhm.
no one's going to touch the barrel unless truly things are dire. If things are dire, then like yes, you guys can pick up a barrel and um, try to kite the ads through the circle. But
Emphasis on the die part.
yeah, ideally we will have the ads all grouped up around the boss, and we will just mow them down with AoE because that's what's the most fun. But you do have to be careful. There's a point where he starts dropping rings underneath everyone's feet. So, like, you don't have to get out instantaneously, but you do need to eventually get out of the ring because it will deal damage. So it could be, like a 1, 2, 3 move, 1, 2, 3 move kind of thing. Don't go too crazy, or the whole floor will get covered in rings. And then once the rings disappear, obviously, we can come back closer together.
As a sniper, I
Um,
eat them.
yeah, for healing and all of that stuff. Um, that's basically it. I think that I've been told the rings are reflectable.
Mhm.
I always blow my reflect on ads, so I
Mhm.
cannot confirm if that's true or not. But
They are.
just don't stand in rings and don't get caught in cleave.
Nope. I need stacks first, and then I'll be ready.
No worries.
Raid buff when ads come out, or before, or at start.
Maybe let's wait for the ads so that way
Sounds good.
hopefully they die fast.
On you guys then.
Okay, pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Quiet puppy.
No, come back, ads.
Yeah, I just cannot see anything.
I should have mentioned the load lifters. They obviously explode. If you're targeted by one, you probably want
That
to.
was a weird leap.
Yeah, he barely moved.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really seen that one before.
Okay, so these you kind of want to think about getting out of. Preferably don't eat them.
I don't know what you're talking about. I ate them
Oh, I
all.
ate a lot of
Ow,
them
ooh, I ate too
today.
many. I was trying to get out of that one, and then it just took me too long. Sorry, guys.
I am gonna taunt as soon as my threatening rage comes up.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. He's moving. Be careful of conals. The carts are coming in.
What will you do with a drunken pirate? Oh, my AoE didn't go off.
We definitely need some AoE.
I'm
gonna taunt.
lagging slightly. So, like, when I tried to.
Watch your feet.
Well, we're gonna just meh.
Load lifters. For if the pirates actually spawn these, we can run through the ring because they don't
There's a
count for
pred
our
for you.
bursts. Thanks. Oh no, that purple ring disappeared.
Uh-oh. Goes the other one. Woohoo! No, I was like, when I went to go do a smash, I guess my game lagged, and so I didn't hit it. Like, I hit it, but it was delayed, so I hit another ability, and GCD locked myself.
Don't worry, I'm bringing the beer.
Wow. That was actually a rather nice parse for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more fun when you,
As
know.
long as your heels can keep up with it.
Yeah, that is part of the.
Because I 100%.
And it was solo heals, so.
I lagged a bit, and then just got, like, heated in the.
I've done one of these where I was the only AoE as the tank.
Gross.
And that was actually like
I mean,
I think we did end up using a barrel at some point during the fight. Like the healer kind of made the executive decision.
what was your
like,
comp?
I'm not doing this. There was actually one jug, but he didn't have cut to pieces yet.
So he still could have done some.
Yeah, but I think he was like new to this.
Because it would have been like, it essentially would have been like, it's like me. Because I have my one little slam that spreads my dot.
Yeah.
So it would have just been like a Mara. And I still
have my.
Well, he could have been like me, where I claim to be new to every spec I play, just in case I do really crappy.
Well, what else did you have? Did you have like a marksman and an arsenal or something? Like even like what were the other specs that they don't have AoE?
I don't remember. It's
'Cause
been a while, but
because I could understand like arsenal would be kind of gross trying to do an AoE on that. Like you could do your death from above and a couple other things, but
lightning is a little lacking in AoE, isn't it?
What is?
Yeah, you know the funny thing though,
I still
lightning.
didn't get lightning. Oh yeah.
Yeah, funny thing about lightning though is they actually have like they can put a debuff on targets which causes them to take more AoE damage. And I'm just like, why would you give that to a spec that like has
I mean, they do
no
have
AoE?
They do have one move that does
This is Force
up
Quake.
to 3 targets.
You have-
target AoE.
You have Force Quake and then
Yeah,
I
there's
was
something
under the
we're talking
else.
about
that-
normal rotation.
Yeah, I was thinking that
Force
Force
Quake
Quake
is
is
about.
not an like it would take a significant number of ads. I would
Well,
think.
what did you
Oh
do?
no.
I hit a button.
Okay. For those who are new, please be aware that the floor
I have no stacks, so
is gonna
good
catch
luck.
on fire. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I need one range to volunteer to kill shoots lasers. Shoots is down. I just blew my reflect. I suck. Watch your feet. I have sick. You can take the boss.
Yeah, there's the fire, and my body's right in the middle of it.
Yeah. If anyone has a reflect for that dangerous fire device, this would be a good time to use reflect.
I kind of have one.
All right. Well, here's your raid buff.
If I can.
Also healers, although we only have one, that white.
Yeah, no,
Out of that.
I was, I got, didn't get cleansed. Probably I have to
Yeah.
switch to those for this one.
I had to use a CC break.
I forgot
Otherwise
about
I
the
would have been.
I was going to say
Yeah,
we're
I was
only
gonna ask
running.
if I needed to switch to heals right before I hit the button and started the fight.
No, the
We'll be
fact
fine,
that we're
we'll be
only
fine.
running one healer, I was gonna say, if you get it and I don't cleanse you because I'm busy keeping up with the heals, just call out your name and needing a cleanse, and I will try to get it as soon as possible.
Next shoots is up if someone can kill that, but watch your feet because dangerous fire device is there.
What debuff is that cleanse?
I just stun broke myself.
It's a white. Oh, I've got sick.
Oh, sick of you?
No, that's the tank. That is. I was calling out a tank mechanic there. Sorry. It's like a white. It's not the same as the sick debuff. But it puts like magnetic shackles on you, sort of like the.
Oop.
The arm spread out thing.
Yeah.
It's white.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so we need to actually do an explanation.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Yes.
Hey,
please.
20% on a no explanation with 2 DPS down.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't so terrible.
Torque
And
is
I
easy
tried
though.
out early so I could see the mechanics.
That's why I
Like
typically
said,
don't have boss targeted, because the amount of times
If
I
I-
face pulled.
Yeah, if I don't cleanse you right away, just call out your tune name that you need a cleanse, just in case I don't see it immediately.
Do you want to try that again without being swapped in heals then?
Yeah, I'm fine to
Okay.
do it again without anybody else swapping. Like I said, just
You also
call
have
out
2
your-
sages that can cleanse someone if they needed to.
right.
And I can if I see it. Sorry about that.
It's just sometimes I get like healer tunnel vision.
You won't be able to cleanse yourself. You'll be able to cleanse someone else. The only way you can cleanse yourself is if you CC break it.
Yeah.
Because it locks your thing.
A sage can probably god bubble it.
Maybe.
Let's see. Okay, so just a quick explanation. Since we have 2 tanks, we don't need to worry. We're gonna just swap on 6 probably. So to start off with, we're gonna be holding him back there, and shoots lasers spawns nearby, which is why I hold him back there at the start of the fight. Shoots lasers is like the little miniature. They kind of look like the Gree droids. Those things do need to be like actually target swapped to and killed, preferably by a ranged player. I don't know if you have a volunteer to do that.
I can.
Oh, you can? Okay. So Luke will get those. And then as soon as they're done, you can just swap back to Torque. Other ads that spawn include the dangerous fire device. Normally people ignore them, and we typically rely on the convenience of reflect to kill them. So like a juggernaut can reflect them as long as you're the only person in the ring. Mercenaries can reflect them. I don't know if, I mean, I assume that the operative can reflect them, except you're also going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's best if operative just stays away from them.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's so much damage.
Yeah, but we don't want anyone dying. So let's see. It looks like it's just me and Sima with reflects. Sima, are you okay to maybe reflect the very first DFD device?
I can try,
Um,
assuming nobody's taking an exorbitant amount of damage.
yeah. And probably, if it's on
Promises.
the back half of the stage, maybe don't worry about it. But if it's like on the front half, like where it's close, where you could get it easily, then maybe try. Just let me know. So other ads that spawn are turrets. You may have noticed there were 2 on each console. We're largely going to ignore them because so the mechanic is that Torque is going to destroy a console, right? After he destroys the third console, I guess basically the ship is crashing or something. It's the group wipes. That's what happened to us just now. So normally the mechanic would be that you would come to these consoles back here in the back and summon a little droid, and the little droid would go to the console and repair the console. But most people don't do this. The reason being the droids are yellow targets, meaning they are not your enemy until you engage them, but you can absolutely accidentally engage them via AoE damage. Um, and also, because they're a little yellow enemy, these turrets on the consoles will actually zap the droids to death. So to do the real mechanic, you would need to kill all of the turrets on like this console here, for example, and then let the droid try to repair the console. Most people don't do that mechanic. Instead, what they do is they just try to blow Torque up before he destroys the third console, which is what we're basically going to try to do, especially since we're only running one healer right now.
Strip.
Yeah. So after fire drops on the floor, whichever tank is holding Torque is going to take him to a console. If you're a melee player, you're going to want to put your back to that console because after he does Wookiee Rage at the end of the channel as a knockback, you'll have more uptime if you get knocked into the console instead of getting knocked away. Just be aware that fire rings are going to come out shortly after that, and obviously you don't want to burn in fire. The turrets are not something that tanks pick up. They aggro to whoever is standing closest to them. So if you realize you're taking a lot of damage from a turret, pop a DCD. They can be reflected. Alternatively, you can just move to the side of your nearest friend and let them take the damage from the turrets. um, so, anyways, um, that's basically all of the mechanics. After he destroys one of the consoles, then we'll drag him, like to a different console, for example, and
I
hopefully
believe
we.
I believe tanks can also take damage from the shoots lasers or whatever
I
if they
know.
stand in between the target.
Maybe
Give me a second.
they often though like to just aggro to the healer. That's why we're gonna let a ranged player kill shoots. Um, so
Well, I know. I was just basically saying that for my own benefit to see if I remembered it right. But yeah,
yeah, Luke will clear it out though, so hopefully we won't need to worry. So for everyone else, just make sure you're focusing Torque the whole time. Don't worry about trying to kill turrets.
You can
Um,
splash if you want, but that's it.
yeah, splashing is totally fine, but don't ever hard swap to a turret unless you're doing the actual summon a droid mechanic.
Let's kill this thing fast. Dog needs to go out.
Okay,
Murder it.
and then the white debuff, that's the thing that you've either got a CC break or call out for a cleanse. So pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Oop. I need a cleanse. Thank you. I'm just glad it wasn't during fire.
Okay, here is shoots. And he'll give the sick debuff here shortly. I've got it, so he's yours. There's the dangerous fire device. Sima, do you feel comfortable?
oh, I was already standing in one.
Okay.
I need a cleanse.
Oh, cleanse on Luke.
Oh, sorry, barely got you.
Other
Shoots
dangerous
is down.
fire.
Wait, get out of that fire.
You go, Fred's for you.
Boy, is he
New
gonna...
cleanse. Colin needs a cleanse.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
I am too far away from that DFD device to
Shoots.
reflect it. Wookie Rage.
Oh.
Watch out for fire.
Dangerous fire device. Get cleanse.
I don't have reflect up. There's no way I'll be able to get it.
Oh, my
Just
cleanse
push
is
the
down.
boss.
You got this.
Shard, he's right at the end. I have sick, he's all yours. Oh, too much fire, I'm totally dead.
Woohoo!
Not on my
Oh
watch,
man,
Danny.
my AD
Oh, they
came up
reset.
just in time. That's okay. We kill these and we're done. Hi, Trip.
Hello.
We have Russian trip tonight. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do not know what you're talking of.
Comrade.
Russian,
You
Italian
forgot
trip.
the comrade.
Oh,
Okay,
comrade.
I'm gonna take the dog out and I'll be back while you explain.
Okay.
We're gonna have to do that again. My parse was not nearly as good as I thought it should be.
Are you serious?
I only
Is it
got 20. I only got 27K.
26? That's pretty good.
Mine says 27.4.
Oh, mine says 26, but you know,
I
probably
like
once
my
it's
meta.
uploaded, yeah, once it's
Mine says
uploaded to
25.
Parsley, it'll
I
be
don't know.
Nobody asked you. Your parse doesn't count. Everybody yell out a number. I want the highest one.
yeah, whichever one comes out the highest. It's probably, I bet the person who has the highest number for your parse is Tish, and she's not here to tell you.
Dang it, Tish, get back here.
Okay, so as long as everyone else is in the room, I will do this explanation. I just need to close something on my window real quick. And then I'll have to put on some tank gear here in a minute. But so this is Master Blaster. And in story mode, it's a total joke. One tank can hold both bosses. Bombs don't do anything, and there's also no damage underneath the boss in story mode. So if you look right now at Blaster, in hard mode, he has trample. And if you are at 0, underneath the boss, you will take damage. Why is that relevant? Well, it's relevant for juggernauts who are trying to tick down their force leap. It's also relevant for power techs who are looking for a super fantastic opener with their yield. Um, but I will say that once bombs start coming out, the 0 space is totally reserved for the tank that needs to tick down their force leap if they are doing that. Because when bombs are coming out, if your bombs overlap, you will blow each other up, which is obviously not ideal. Anyways, there is a spot where everyone can stand, where you can always hit the boss and also not blow each other up.
All right, Sema, I
Uh,
changed the
so
frames.
if it were zooms, zooms would always face the boss like towards the back. He doesn't do the whole like facing the boss towards the entrance or exit thing.
Oh,
Why did you change the
oh,
frames
never
this way?
mind. Okay, never mind. Hold on. I see how the frames. There we go.
You're actually going to want to put the sages in um, Amy's frame, right? Because they're going to all be on the master. group.
I really need you to figure out how this is gonna go so I can I can fix my hots,
Just yeah.
my hot frames.
I know. I
You
was
guys are
healing
killing me.
healer, and I was not in that place, and so I
I
was.
I appreciate you notifying me because I wasn't paying attention. So
And then I
that is good.
realized I switched you with me, and that didn't help, and so I switched you back, and then had to get the sages in. Yeah.
I I appreciate you saying something, but also I'm a little upset because now I'm just getting anxiety trying to figure out where everybody's gonna be.
I just moved myself down into the healer spot on the first frame.
Well, no,
And
because then
put
Danny was talking
sages.
about wanting to change it around to a different spot again.
Well, I did that already.
So is this where it's gonna stay for this fight?
I
So I
think
can
so.
adjust?
I think
I
that
can't
that's
guarantee anything.
that's probably fine. Um, so for phase one though, we're all gonna be basically standing still. So that way you guys can just DPS to your heart's content, but you need to stand in specific spots so that you don't blow each other up. And you can always like play around with it, right? There's yellow rings that come out, and the yellow rings do god damage. So you do not want to be standing in a yellow ring, but you also want to have enough space, right, where you're not blowing up your friends. So like you can have one ranged player in this little kind of cutout on this square, and then about 5 meters ahead of that person, you can have another player. And then usually like the tank that's not holding threat, the tank that is holding threat, a melee DPS, another melee DPS. I've actually cleared this. My first clear was with 3 melee DPS, so I know that that's possible. But you can have like a ranged player kind of hanging out approximately somewhere in here. These are all approximate. And then the other healer kind of like on this V shape on the back. Um, and
The
you can be a little bit closer to the yellow than you think you can. Um, and you can play around with it too while we're doing this. You can see how close you can get without taking damage, and then that'll help you right find like the spot that is safe.
I know
Um,
exactly where range can stand during the first phase, where neither if they're too ranged, neither one of them will take any damage.
So
well,
I'm assuming
where I had the
both.
markers, no one should be taking damage or blowing each other up. But
Yeah, like right there where I just put a DPS marker, and
yeah,
like right here, maybe just back a step or two from that second marker I put.
yeah, it's right
Even
here where I'm
even if the bubbles
jumping.
come from the side and behind, you you won't have to move. You could just be a turret.
Yeah, but no one should have to move except for the tanks in this case. Um, the normal strategy would be to swing him to entrance or exit, which is what I did with another team. But most people don't do that anymore because there's a lot of methods to cheese his knockback. In story mode, his knockback knocks you to like here. In hard mode, his knockback sends us all the way to this back corner. So we do have to, and Amy knows this, but we do have to tank swap after the knock. Otherwise, the long range cannon will pop us off the stage or into the wall, depending on where we're positioned at the time. For the melee DPS, especially this person in particular that's on that corner, the knockback conal is 90 degrees. So if your player reticle goes too far to your right into the tank area, you will also get knocked back. So anyways, being right on the X is typically the best spot. So Colin, at the start of the fight, you could have a really nice opener, um, and stand underneath him to get trampled so that you
As
can
soon
get
as
those stacks.
yeah.
Um, but you don't want to stay there once the bombs start coming out. Once the bombs start coming out, you want to make sure that you stay in your spot. So again, you want to be like 5 meters or more from another player because your rings may slightly overlap, but if the outside edge of your ring touches the player reticle, of another player, you'll both blow up. If you do not have a bomb, but you pass over another player with a bomb at the exact time that they blow up, I think there is like some kinetic thing that happens right there. And then let's see. So please do pop like a slight DCD when your bomb debuff is about to drop off. It does have a pretty long, uh, like time, I guess, before it expires. And sometimes you can be really lucky or unlucky and get a bomb that it expires after he does his next probe cast. We call it the long bomb. And if you have the long bomb and then get a new bomb, you blow yourself up because you have two bombs. If another player dies and he cannot hand out as many bombs as he wants, sometimes you can be lucky and you'll get the other player's bomb and blow yourself up. So, anyways, if you are rolling your DCDs when you should have a DCD rolling. If you were to get the long bomb, right, or if you got double bombed for some reason. Um, so that's bombs, and that's basically phase one. Um, I can't remember what percentage he pushes at. It's like maybe 62 or 57. I can't remember. But once we get past phase one, Blaster's I'm gonna face him towards that side of the stage. When it is safe to do so, melee DPS will rotate to these corners, and the range DPS are gonna come out um, probably kind of in this. These are approximate, but kind of like out here, because normally you're gonna have a healer here and probably another healer, I don't know, hanging out around with this group of range players. Um, there's going to be rings that are spawning. So ranged are going to swap to master when he comes out. And Amy will be kiting master either in this space up here where I'm jumping. I'll drop some markers. It's like all dependent on the yellow rings, right? But it will either be in this space, or if there's a yellow ring there, then it will be back here by the door. Sages, you guys can block for Amy. The nice thing is that what you like your bubble um, essentially blocks all that damage, but your bubble is too short for the cast. Oh, you're gonna choose all of them? Well, let me tell them how to do it just in case. Um, that's a 10-second channel. So what would happen is like if master, for example, stops here on the green marker and just pretend that Rumi has threat, for example. If I needed someone to block for me, like Dan, for example, um, like basically you would need to body block the beam. So if you were standing there, um, once the cast is 2 seconds in, or basically you're at 4 stacks, that's when you would pop your bubble and you would hold it for the entire duration of the cast. You don't want to cancel the cast because if your cast cancels before he finishes his channel, your stacks will be very high and you'll basically just get one shot. So just make sure that you wait a couple seconds and then channel your bubble fully before you start DPSing or moving again.
Okay.
I won't explain burn until we get there.
So Colin and Tish, you both are probably going to want to go under to get some trample damage. For more damage, just try not to run into each other with rings on you.
Well, once rings come out, they should not go under there for the trample damage.
Well,
Unless it's like
And
phase
and to
two, and then I could understand going under there for phase two. But for phase one, once bombs are coming out, they can't go under there because I'm going to be going under there.
well, and to be fair, like trample damage isn't really critical here because it's not a DPS race. Um, so you can alternate if you want to go underneath there or whatever, but going under at the same time, yeah, you run the risk of blowing each other up.
I'm almost ready. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do my gear.
I'm gonna play the sketchy healer in the back. So
Okay. Works for me. I will go to that location then.
yeah, I'm gonna be like right here ish.
Okay.
I'm gonna be keeping the two melee DPS on their toes, making sure they don't back up or move
I
forward.
swear that dog acts like I don't feed her.
That's every dog.
She picked something up, and I'm trying to figure out what it is, and she's over here like full on growling at me. I'm like, you never what is this? She's never growled at me before like that.
What kind of dog?
It's like a terrier mix. He's like 40 pounds.
Well, that kind of explains it.
Well,
Terriers
she's never done that before, even when I had to pull something out of her mouth.
Well, I know, but
For some reason
terriers are
today-
generally bipolar.
How'd the explanation go?
We're done with phase 1 and 2, although I'm sure we'll have to like cover things along the way. And then I'll cover burn when we actually start reaching burn. And I'm just like trying to refresh my my cheese order here, like how many GCDs I've got before I need to back up.
If the melees are stealthers, they can pretty much move into position now. As long as you don't touch the boss, you can get pretty close to where you need to be.
I'll use my PT stealth and get in there.
The only thing
Oh.
that'll
Are they both
Fred and
PTs,
Camo
or-
are the only thing that'll
Oh, we have a
ruin
mono
me, right?
PT. Got it.
What's that?
Fred and Camo are the only things that'll ruin me at the burn, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
no movement,
Right.
no like stun breaks
Well-
or movement impairing stuff or.
I just want to make sure
movement
none of my
of
other DCDs or
abilities.
other things gonna murder me.
Yeah, like you don't want to use like for Merc's hydraulic override. Don't use it. Sorks, if you're spec into immersion, don't use it. You should probably spec into something different, just so it doesn't cleanse you. Because if you cleanse yourself, you will die.
Okay, if we get an 8th knock, I might need you to take the 8th knock if that does happen. But
Is you're gonna stand on. Oh, I don't have markers on my bar. Hold on. You're gonna stand there, Tish.
I'm on the left, okay? Okay.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1. I feel so laggy.
Oh, I don't even know where to stand.
You still need to be on the plus.
Yeah, it's
I
like
So you want to stand like on the plus. You want to be between 0 and 1 meters, closer to
I
0.
just cannot fit there. Oh, between 0 and 1. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I
between
get
0
there.
and 1 meters. You want to be closer to the 0 though.
Oh,
no.
Okay. Yeah. Seeing how that goes.
you can step out of that area there.
All right,
Yeah.
let's just stuck it and try again.
Okay.
Hold
Well,
on.
actually, no. This is a great chance for you guys
Oh.
to sort of test and see how close you can get to the yellow rings. That's what's gonna help you figure out
Yeah.
where it's safe to stand, especially with that ranged group that's on his
So I'm going to show
on the
you right
side of his
now.
blade.
This is where you want to stand for here.
Yeah, I was like one step back and I ended up in the orange and it threw me.
Yeah, you want.
Yeah,
Well, you
whenever-
ended up touching each other, is what happened. Because
Yeah.
the
Oh,
orange
yeah.
isn't going to
Yeah.
throw you.
Whenever I
Um,
melee,
yeah.
whenever I melee the boss in that spot, I stand at like 0.2 meters away from him,
Yeah.
which is almost like one step in front of that little X part, but not underneath him. So, because he only tramples you if you get 0-0. If you're at 0.2, he will not trample you.
Yeah, so you want to be trampled at the beginning, but after that, you're going to need to move. Because if you're standing there when a tank comes in, you're going to murder the tank.
You're probably gonna murder yourself unless
And I
the tank
just
is
Well,
far.
yeah.
I adjusted my position and I shouldn't have because I was worried
So-
about the orange.
Yeah. This spot all right, or still unsafe?
Wait, what was the question?
I mean, for the range, which spot is safe?
It depends on
So
who's who.
this spot, I usually take whenever I'm Sage DPS. See the
Yeah,
the
it's
cutout
roughly
in the
there.
square here? You can stand
Yep.
like in this cutout of the square where I'm at. And then the
Oh, I
next
see.
person, I usually suggest healers go here, but it's always up to them. But like
Yeah, I
5
was.
meters ahead of where I'm standing now. So like that's a spot. And then you can fit a melee to the right, but oftentimes it's like just arranged, kind of floating around on this like
Yeah, if you
triple
stand
DPS.
there, typically you'll be safe. You might have to. There might be one where you might need to back up this way a bit, but
Yeah.
But those positions are
static.
as long as you guys like wiggle around a little to make sure that you're giving everyone enough space with bombs and all that. You never have to move in phase 1 since we're not doing the entrance exit stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Mm. 20 seconds on raid buff.
We could wait like 15 seconds or
Mm-hmm.
Well, raid buff isn't that critical. We need
That's
to see
true.
it a
It
few
matters.
times and see how it goes.
You can pull now.
It
It's at
matters
5
when we're
seconds.
ready. Okay, pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
There
Oh,
goes
you
Colin.
were standing too close for the.
Dude, I cannot figure out. I should just not try to cheese. I think that would be better for all of
Oh,
us.
okay. So
You could also
We need the.
swap places with Tish if you don't want to be on that side. I don't
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I suppose I could. Trip, you have a lovely view of the fight from over here.
I think off take needs to move slightly further up. Yeah.
yeah.
So
see,
that's the
there's
issue.
I don't have any room between the tank and the off tank and the
Because
DPS.
if you're, as long as the tank is not standing on this line here, you won't get knocked as the off tank. And then you can have a DPS like here, and then a healer like here-ish.
yeah, and so then like Dan, where you are, you'd want to be a little bit closer to the squares. The yellow can come right up to your heel and you'll still be fine. So you can actually see it right now. See the cutout in that square? It's totally
Yeah.
clear. So one
Right.
person can stand there, one person 5 meters ahead, and then kind of someone else, especially since we have two ranged and 2 melee, the other ranged player can sort of like make like a V shape almost with the players in that corner.
So I don't know if you saw, but like that, yeah, it's like right here.
You can actually stand
That
there now. So you'll
Yeah, you can
stand
stand
here.
in that cutout, and then
You can even technically, I think, stand here almost.
so you can either do a V, or the other ranged player can
This one's
kind
too
of
close.
float out here ish.
They can if they stand like about here, since they're ranged, there will be one that comes up really close to here, and you might have to like wiggle slightly this way, but you should be fine. And then the healer can basically have all this, since you're ranged and everything, the healer can have like here-ish, essentially. And then you'll have the tank standing like there-ish.
And some overlap with the blue rings is fine. It's just you don't want the outside of your blue ring. Like if you click on another player right now, you can see like there's a circle around their feet. If the outside of your blue ring touches that player's reticle, then you're
Here, we
gonna
can
blow each
act
other
like
out.
it's over here. Basically, you would have one person standing here. Then you'd have one person standing like about here-ish. And then the other person would stand, yeah. And then you can see that it like something like this formation, but jazz would be like a little, yeah, something like that. Essentially, it's almost like a diamond. And then you just adjust when you have oranges coming in. And then it's like just across from here to here, essentially.
I'm like trying to use the squares because the squares are
Yeah.
actually 5 meters. It looks
Yep.
like.
And then the other person can literally stand like here. And then whenever the orange comes, there will be one that's going to be a tight squeeze. and you just need to, like, if you eat the yellow a little bit, it's not going to hurt you. You can just pop a DCD, and then everyone just say, "Hey, I need you to move in," and then you can
Don't
just.
pop a DCD unless it's health, because
Oh
you
yeah,
can't DCD god damage. Just just like slowly move in
true.
and tell the other players not to panic, right?
Because if all of a sudden you start correcting because you're freaking out because orange is coming towards you, you will end up overcorrecting into someone else and blowing all of you up into the yellow. It needs communication, and then once you find that spot, just don't move from it.
My other raid team I'm on, we call it the panic mechanic, and that was exactly why we called it that, because of those circles closing in and everybody freaking out that they think the yellow is going to hit them. So like everybody would just panic about it, so we ended up calling it the panic mechanic.
Dish, can I take this side so I don't kill myself?
No, never, not
Oh,
allowed.
All right. I
I'm
can't.
sure
I'll
she's
just.
joking.
I'll do a
Oh,
little
by
better.
the way,
Be
for
better.
the melee, if you guys are dot specs, you can throw a dot on Master when he comes down.
I need this
I
next
have
if
to
do
be
not
within
already.
4 meters to do that, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
That sucks for you. Well, Colin has something that's ranged.
Yeah,
I
he's
got
got
10
a
meters and
nice
30.
Immolate.
Okay,
Or not Immolate, but Scorch or whatever.
true story. Whenever I play DPS, now I've only ever gotten to melee like one time, but when I got that chance to melee, if I didn't have a bomb, I was dotting Master and then smashing.
I'll randomly throw a advanced seismic grenade at him. There you go.
Pulling in 3, 2, 1.
You're probably going to end up needing to scoot in for the healer. No, not you. The healer will need to scoot in, not you.
Not me.
Yeah, no, the healer would, because there's going to be a red,
No, I'm
orange. Yeah, an orange that'll
I'm
come
about
up.
where I need
Yeah,
to be.
you're great now.
Oh man, I've wasted my force push. Oh well.
Red incoming, so be careful. It's a DCD for
So-
me.
Come in a bit more. Just call out if need be.
I'm probably gonna need a swap here if you have
Ooh.
something that you
Guess
can.
I got moved. Didn't realize it. Sorry.
I wasted my force push. Do you have anything to cheese it, or should I? Oh, it was too late. Okay. Hopefully we're pushing soon. Yes.
Calling the boss.
Okay, so once these yellow rings kind of clear up,
Ooh, we can
range
move.
DPS move out of there so that
Move.
melee DPS can
Move,
rotate.
please. Move, please. Move, please. Move. Please move. Please move. Please move. Please move. Please move. Please move. You're not moving. Please move. Continue moving. You are not in the right spot.
You gotta rotate.
You
know
please
around.
rotate. Get. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Please move.
And one here. And you're gonna have a healer out here.
Which healer is
Apologies.
staying with which tank? Because that is important.
No DCDs.
I'm gonna eat myself off the
So
edge.
face the boss away.
Don't take the res until after.
Um, do you want me to follow the master tank? Because my heals are better for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
then
what I was
you guys
having
need
trouble with.
to, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
need.
because
to swap
you're
I
then.
gonna
walked
they're
you
gonna be
through.
spaced out a lot more.
Yeah, so Jazz, you're gonna be the healer in the back.
Yeah, and so when we rotate night, you'll come over here. So that way, while Amy is kiting, you'll be able to reach both of us.
And then
But you'll
Colin
also
will
be able
end
to
up
drop AoEs.
Yeah, I realized
Yeah,
here.
that
so
you were talking to me.
And then I will. No, I wasn't
Yeah,
talking to you. I was talking to the range because they were still
you.
standing there.
Oh.
And
yeah.
then we also had a
So the
healer not
ranged,
moving.
Yeah, that was me.
that's why I did
Yeah.
say the ranged move out. But so ranged, you guys are gonna during phase 2, you're gonna come
I'm gonna
kind of out
move
this
those.
way. And you can even move out in these spaces too, as long as there's no yellow. But you need to um, not be in front of the tank when they're kiting, right? Because you don't want to block their path. Master will start doing his fire spin, and in story mode, it's a joke. In hard mode, if you don't have a DCD, you can't just sit there and eat the fire spin damage. So don't get in the way of the tank, and try not to stand in fire spin if you can help it. Bombs are still going out in that phase, so if you're in the master group, I highly recommend putting master on your focus target, which if you haven't changed your key bindings is Alt F, so that you can watch for his probe cast. I will try to call it out if I have like the brain width or the bandwidth to do that. But the bombs do continue to go out, so you always need to be aware of how much distance is between you and another player. And then yeah, for the knockbacks, I messed up my force push there. That's why I needed you to take one.
And the only reason I was freaking out so much is because if I stay where I'm at, I will get yeeted with the tank.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be turning boss this way. So definitely like as soon as it's safe, uh, rotate. If it's all covered in yellow and people can't get out of there,
Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
continue to hold the boss this way, but just know that I'm eventually gonna be turning him.
Because doesn't his cleave get 180? Like it goes longer,
I
right?
don't remember, to be honest. I'll have to look it up. I don't remember. Okay, pulling in 3, 2, 1.
Leaving Fred, so be careful.
Wondering if I did that too soon again. I guess I'm about to find out. No, I'm good.
Oh, I lost my dot. Okay, we'll
Okay,
wait.
calling the boss.
We'll wait to rotate. Giving Fred.
Okay, start thinking about rotating.
Yep, please rotate. Rotate further, please. You'll actually want to be over there as the healer. Because, yeah, because you can't reach the tank from that position. And then I also have to move back here. Woo.
So you guys are keeping Master like between the entrance and exit up front,
Mm-hmm.
because that's a lot different than the group that I've cleared this with multiple times. so-
Normally, I mean, I wasn't watching what was going on, but normally I kite somewhere.
I don't know if he's in the room yet.
Oh. Somewhere between those markers, just depending on where the yellow ring is what I do.
See, when I've been in here healing, we take it like from here to here, then over here, and then toward the back that way.
Oh, I
And
would.
we have one healer that pretty much follows the tank on Master, and one healer that's pretty much focused on the tank that's on Blaster. The one
Problem
that's
with
on
kiting
Master.
out here is that typically means that that tank will always be out of range of the blaster healer, and so if there's ever an oopsie,
That's why
uh,
we have one
it's a
healer
death
following
sentence.
each.
Yeah, but it's always nice for both to be able to actually hit.
To be able to reach, especially because blaster like absolutely wrecks. He's constantly like constantly blasting like
So if that healer's having to run around, they can't actually throw any heals on the other tank.
yeah.
Whereas if they go back and forth in the back area, they can reach them occasionally. At least throw their shell on them and stuff like that as they're...
That's
I mean,
fine. Whatever, I'll do it your way.
I'm new to healing this, so if I'm doing something wrong, feel
No.
free to tell me.
We have the blaster healer typically stands like here-ish.
Okay, so I was where I was supposed to be there.
Yeah, the Blaster healer stands there. Where do you have the Master healer go?
The master healer just follows the tank. Like you'll have the DPS somewhere out here, and then you'll have.
That's what I was saying. I was on Master. I was the one following the Master tank.
Yeah, but usually as the healer, you're like
Yeah,
gonna
you're over
be
there-ish.
hiding between these. Basically, oh, if the tank is over here, then I'm out
When you
here,
guys-
so I can still heal both tanks. And then if the tank is out here, then I'm over here, so I can heal this tank.
When you
but
guys
can
were
still
yelling
heal
at me to
through.
get back in position, I was standing.
Who was
like
I wasn't
right where
yelling
you
at?
are.
I was saying Jazz. Are you Jazz?
For me?
No.
Then I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, I think she was telling me to get in position, not you.
No, I didn't hear the Jazz. I just heard that you were telling a
She might
healer
have,
that
I
not
think
to.
she said healer. I think she said healer.
Yeah, she didn't say a name.
And
She
I'm a
just said healer.
melee.
I thought
And
you were
I'm a
talking to me.
melee, so why the heck would I be talking to the ranged person?
I think that was just a mix up.
You don't. I don't know why you're getting so angry over this.
Who's getting angry?
It sounds like it.
Nobody's getting angry.
Okay. I wasn't talking to you though.
See, that sounds angry.
Anyhow, are we ready to do this again?
Your cat will pull next time you're AFK. Deleted. 3, 2, 1.
And Fred.
So much tighter without any alacrity. Oh, please do call the boss over. Okay, so just hold tight till these yellow rings go away. And then once they shift, start doing your rotating. Watch out, probes are going out. Start rotating.
I need to get through there.
Oh, that's. Oh, come on. It. No, that was my fault there.
No worries, probes.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'm cutter.
Ooh, we made it to.
Rain of Pain. Okay, so I didn't mention this, but see these red things? You want to get out of them.
Oh,
Oh,
And you
no.
I
also
got
want to
I
bombed.
don't want to do that.
you want to you want to make space for your friends because we'll continue to get probes throughout this.
And you should always try to reset
Um,
to middle.
Yeah.
Just don't be on top of each other.
That's
And
way
also
more damage.
the blaster tank does continue to take damage through all of that.
Yep. Harold. It lasted longer than I
Got
thought
enough
it would.
time to do one more pool.
Knight, you bombed me. What was that about?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I rolled. I didn't think. I thought I was gonna go in between, and there was enough
That's
lag
not
time
good.
that
Yeah,
I
I
rolled.
angled my run a little bit too, so I wouldn't run into where Tish was.
If there's
Yeah,
no
because I was
one,
trying to DCD a bomb.
Yeah.
I should have kept running and just eaten it.
No, it's all
I
good.
was gonna say if there's no one like, tightly stacked around blaster and you are at major risk of not being able to make it out of the red, if you can hollow traverse or force sleep, just make sure you're like gauging whether or not where it drops you is gonna blow someone up, right? If someone's there, then you're just gonna have to take it like a man and die in the red. But if it's pretty clear around the boss, those are always options to get out of the red, right?
Does Blaster still take damage in the Rain of Pain or no?
Mhm.
No, the
Okay.
boss is shielded during that, but I continue to hit the boss because it gives me rotational mitigation, um,
Mhm.
which is what I need. Um, but like if you have a gap closer and there's no one there, then you could always, take advantage if you're, like I said, at risk of not making it out of the red. But I would only do it like as a last resort. I wouldn't just like, oh, I just want a faster
Okay.
way to get out of this and just do it no matter what. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
okay, pulling in 3, 2, 1. Oh no. Oh good. Thought I wasn't gonna make that in time.
I popped that way too early. Good for a GCD. Giving out bread. Calling the boss.
Okay, I got through that with no force push. Okay, so just hold still until this yellow clears out and then we'll rotate. Probes are
Careful.
going out. Let's
Ooh,
work on
ooh, ooh,
rotating.
ooh.
All right. Oh,
Probes are going out. Everyone be careful.
Rain of
And we are pushed.
pain.
So watch out for your friends. Probes are still going out. Make space.
Owie.
Okay. So he's going to do like a little tiny knock here. So just be aware. It's going to slow you down. Probes are going out. Make space for your friends. And Master's coming down. Try not to be behind the blaster tank.
Oh,
Oh no.
Probes are going out.
Ooh, okay. I've got 3 or 2.
Get over here, buddy.
Here, I can.
Oh, I need.
You don't want to take a full.
I don't have a choice, unfortunately.
Ooh, we pushed.
Not even a tank can take a full set of stacks
Yeah.
without a very particular DCDs.
Oh, I was about to blade blitz.
I got 28 on
Yeah,
Blaster.
Blaster is. He basically would have pushed. I don't know what Master was at. 77.
77.
So basically, what would happen is
You'd start throwing stuff on
shortly,
him.
yeah, here shortly, Blaster would have shielded, and you would have all had to hard swap to Master, and then you would push Master down to 50%, and we would then be in burn. But those were
Meow.
pretty good pulls for first time seeing it. Amy, thanks for filling.
Yes, thanks for joining us.
And Dan, thanks for filling. I know it was last last second there.
Right.
All right, guys, I'm headed out.
And Tish also, sorry. Thanks for filling.
Yeah, no, you're
Yes, thank you
good.
to our fills so we could run.
I was
Good night,
driving
everyone.
from a different town, which I was like, it's gonna be about 20 minutes.
I'll probably do Master Blaster again next week because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on seasons. So I guess if we do 8 or 16 will depend on signups. If we get 8, I'll probably run 3 healers. If we get 16, then obviously I'll run like 4 or 5 healers. So I guess we'll see what we get.
Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I will see y'all later in a galaxy far, far away. Peace.